Hi everyone, we'll be talking about WWE Smackdown December 20th, 2024 episode, which I thought was alright. It was alright. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. So Sol Sikoa and Drew McIntyre statement. Let's talk about it, guys. So Sol Sikoa Smackdown acknowledged me, so Roman Reigns sits on his little boat with the wise man and decides to challenge me on January 6th to a tribal comeback match for the Kula Fala on Monday night and the debut of Netflix instead of you people saying what all you need to acknowledge me. So shut your mouth and listen to what the real Survival Chiefs have to say. And Roman, you want to challenge me to a tribal compact match? You want to take the Survival Chief to war? Let's do it. I'll leave my bloodline behind. You leave your bloodline behind. Leave the wise man behind. Leave Jimmy behind. Leave Jay behind. So Roman, listen up and listen very carefully. On January 6th, I'm walking in and I'm walking out as the tribal chief on January 6th, and I'm still going to be the head of the table on January 6th, and I'm still going to be your survival chief. And on January 6th, I'm still going to have the the bracelet, the Lions bracelet. So Roman, after I beat your ass on January 6th, you can hope back on your little boat and sail off to the island of Relicee, and then you can finally acknowledge me. And Drew got to admit, I was very happy when you kicked my brother Jimmy in the face last week, and I really was, and I'm very happy. But you better have a damn good reason why you are interrupting me, which was great, just great stuff. And then Drew McIntyre says, I'm going to make this quick because it causes me pain to be this close to you and not beat you behind an inch of your life. You like what I did to Jimmy? How about what I did to Sammy? And how when I took out your brother Jay and Solo? I want to know when you lay in bed at night, do you ask yourself, when is Drew McIntyre coming for me? You're the one that cost me the WWE title at the Castle of 2022. I still remember it was Class of the Castle 2022, guys. And you're the one that caused my family's pain and suffering and misery, which caused me pain and suffering and misery. But you're the one that stood up to Roman Reigns and the only one in the family that had the balls to stand up to Roman Reigns, and the rest of them act tough and they act like they were going to make a stand against him, and they snapped his fingers and they didn't change a bit. So I torn right now, and my heart tells me to jump you. My mind says we both got the same goals right now. So what I am to do here is what I'm thinking. Drew McIntyre starts working his way through his hit list, start taking out more and more OG Bloodline members, and you Solo do one thing for me and for everyone else. Take care of Roman Reigns for good, and once for all of that business is finished, and you and I, we finish our business. And Jimmy Uso pulls Drew McIntyre out of the ring, and Jimmy Uso repeatedly hits Drew McIntyre with a crunch, and Jimmy sends Drew McIntyre into the timekeeper's area to close this statement, which was great. Which was great, guys. Then, then we had the Bloodline versus LA Knight and Andrade Elo and Apollo Crews in a six-man tag. Let's talk about it, guys. So the Pro 6 Brawl starts before the bell rings, and Knight clotheslines Sosako off the top rope, and Cruz with the pip attack, and Andrade kicks Fatu out of the ring, and Cruz sweeps Tonga across the ring, and Cruz ling frogs up a Tonga, and Cruz drops down on the canvas, and Cruz drop kicks Tonga, and Cruz with the Leah, the, 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 I'll say it again, guys. The delay mystery, I'll say it again. The delay military press slam, and Cruz essentially a front face lock, and Knight tags himself in, and Knight is throwing haymakers at Tonga, and Tonga reverses out of the Irish whip from LA Knight, and LA Knight with a neck breaker for one count, and LA Knight kicks Tonga in the back, and LA Knight tags in Andrade, and Andrade kicks Tonga in the gut, and Andrade with a knife edge chop, and Andrade tags in Apollo Crews and double Irish whip and double elbow takedown for a two, and Apollo Crews with two haymakers and Apollo Crews tags in Andrade, and Andrade with a tip kick, and Tonga with a heavy body shot, and Andrade responds with a Hurricanrana, and Andrade sends Jacob Fatu tumbling to the floor, and Andrade tags in Apollo Crews and sends a moonsault approach combo, and LA Knight is playing mind games with Solo, and Apollo Crews pulls Tonga back in the ring, and Tonga attacks the midsection of a Crews, and Tonga sends a Shrews lock, and Crews with two sharp elbow strikes, and Fatu tags himself in, and Tonga drops on the canvas, and Fatu with a flying back elbow smash, and the Bloodline ascends a control of this match during the commercial break, and Solo charges the elbow neck down, and Solo talks smack to the crowd, and Solo slams Apollo Crews Okay, guys. So back again. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. Sorry about that. Tonga drops out on the canvas, and Jacob Fatu with a flying back elbow splash, and the Bloodline has control of this match during the break. And Solo Sikoa charges the elbow knockdown, and Solo Sikoa talks smack to the crowd, and Solo Sikoa slams Apollo Crews' head on the top turnbuckle pad, and a Crews is displayed as fighting spirit and haymaker in change, and Solo whips Crews back first into the turnbuckle, and Solo tags in Fatu, and Fatu body slams Crews, and Fatu goes for a running suicide splash, but Crews gets his knees up in the air, and Crews tags in Andrade, and Andrade ducks a clothesline from Apollo Crews. Now second. Andrade ducks a clothesline from Jacob Fatu, and Andrade knocks Tonga off the ring apron, and Andrade with a forearm shiver, and Andrade ducks with another clothesline from Jacob Fatu, and Andrade with a flying forearm splash, and Andrade pops back on his feet, and Andrade plays to the crowd, and Andrade with the shotgun ascents for a 2 count, and Andrade with the double jump moonsault for for a 2 count, and then Andrade with a forearm shover, and uh, Solo tags himself in, and Jacob Fatu reverses out of the Irish whip from Andrade, and Andrade kicks Jacob Fatu in the chest and sent gun to Andrade, and Solo drives Andrade's face first into the steel ring post, and Solo grabs the bracelet, and Solo tags in Jacob Fatu, and Jacob Fatu with the pop-up Samoan drop, and Jacob Fatu with a running hip attack, and Jacob Fatu tags in Solo, and it sends a hip attack to Andrade, and Tonga tags himself in, and Tonga with the slingshot elbow drop for a 2 count, and Tonga translates into a ground and pound attack, and Tonga taunts Knight, and Tonga with a gun punch, and Tonga headbutts Andrade, and Tonga tags in Fatu, and Tonga with the slinger splash, and Jacob Fatu sits a nerve hold, and Andrade fights back with a serval base, and Jacob Fatu headbutts Andrade, and Jacob Fatu is raining down haymakers in the corner, and Jacob Fatu knocks Apollo Crews off the apron, and Jacob Fatu goes for a running hip attack, but Andrade knocks out of the way, and Jacob Fatu stops Andrade in his tracks, and Andrade with a sit up Incendiary, and Knight and Tonga are tagged in, and Knight sits the Superman punch, and Knight clotheslines Tonga, and Knight repeatedly stomps on Tonga's chest, and Knight clotheslines Fatu on the apron, and Knight with a running knee strike to Tonga, and Knight sidesteps Solo into turnbuckle, and Knight with a six neck breaker, and Knight tags in Cruz and belly to back suplex frog splash combo for a 2, and then Cruz sits the crossface, and Knight splashes Fatu with the Reagan ball drop kick, and Nakamura clocks Knight with I'll say it again. Shinsuke Nakamura knocks LA Knight with the Kurogra and behind the ref's back, and Solo breaks up the submission hold, and Solo reverses out of the Irish whip from Andrade. Then Solo headbutts Andrade, and Tonga tags in, and Solo nails Cruz with the running hip attack, and Solo delivers the spinning Solo, and Solo connects with his Samoan spike for the victory, and that's how the Bloodline defeated LA Knight and Andrade and Apollo Crews, and that's what happened right there, guys. Then Brian Saxon had a backstage interview with the Murder Machine Guns, and Alex Shelley has only one thing on his mind, and that's getting payback on Johnny Gargano, that they know Gargano for 20 years, and now he knows how his true colors, and Shelley concerns Gargano a little brother, but he's going to learn that he made the biggest mistake of his life, and Shelley says that he needs to do this by himself, and he's serious to see if Johnny Gargano is willing to fight on his own battles, and Chelsea Green tells Brian Saxon following Saturday Night Main Event that she always known this moment was going to happen sooner or later, and she's been doing this for over 10 years, and this is her time, red, white, and green, and she's in the history books where she belongs, and now is the time to get the respect she deserves. And Chelsea Green says that she is going to Disneyland, which, you know, a lot of football players do that and stuff. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. Then we get a video recap of Kevin Owens since attack Cody Rhodes followed their match at Saturday Night Main Event. Then Ciampa calls Shelley dumb for requesting his son's match. Gargano is not going to let Shelley question his manhood, and Gargano tells Ciampa to stay in the back. His dream can come true. His dream came true, and he's going to show Shelley that he's Johnny Wrestling. And Ciampa says that he wouldn't move a muscle. Then we had Kevin Owens promo, which was decent. What happened after Saturday Night Main Event was not my fault. There was a lot of people to blame for it. And Cody Rhodes, the ref, since Nick Aldis, WWE management, were all to blame. I was screwed out of the winning the championship. What happened to me was a sense as tree, and I should be standing here and disputing the WWE championship, but I'm not. But I take this because I deserve it, and I'm not giving it back to you. I get what I want, and everyone needs to understand that you can only push a man so much till they snap. But the good news is I haven't snapped yet, and it can all get so so much worse. Trust me, you do not want to snap. So Cody, Nick Aldis, WWE officials, what happens next is all it's what happens next is on all of you, which was decent, just decent, like I said again, guys. Then this was just ridiculous. Right here, this. Oh my god, this right here. We'll talk about it anyways. Let's talk about it anyways. So the Grayson Waller effect with the special guest Braun Strowman. Grayson Waller says, "Welcome to the Grayson Waller effect and theory effect, and the hottest show in WWE keeps getting hotter because I get scooped over scoop, ladies, and tonight is a big one and a really big one, and the guest tonight is Braun Strowman." And the first since to Friday night on SmackDown, he's the monster of all monster, Braun Strowman. And thank you for so much for coming. And Braun, hell's nice of Braun to help all the poor people in here in Hemford, and that was lovely, and that was very nice. And Braun Strowman says, "You're going to start off like that. You want to piss off right away. I'm coming out here spreading Christmas cheer, and you're going to act like that." And then Grace Waller, you're right. The biggest sense in SmackDown history on the biggest talk show in SmackDown history. It's all makes sense. And then Braun Strowman, how can it get all better than this, baby? And then Grace Waller, before we can start, I know how this goes sometimes. I just want to let you know that I spent a lot of money on the new set, and I spent a lot of money, so maybe we can continue to spread Christmas cheer and have a closer conversation. We can ask you a couple questions, and then Braun Strowman says, "You run through smart mouth of yours, and I can promise you I'll wear you both out with all this stuff in here." And then Grayson Waller, I got to be honest. I'm very surprised you agree with the come on the show. I don't know if anyone told you this before, but you're a little since. But the more that I think about it, the more it makes sense because you understand the benefit of since with 8 down under. And then Braun Strowman, I think I just throw up a little bit in my mouth. And then Grayson Waller, I get it, but SmackDown is very scary right now, and it's dangerous backstage, and the bloodline is running wild. People are getting attacked back and forth. And then Braun Strowman, did you forget who you're talking to? And then what are you talking about? Are you talking about Roseanne? You're talking about AEW Roseanne? I think it just started like an hour ago. I believe it started like an hour ago. Thanks for coming in, though. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. That then Braun Strowman, I told you to watch your tongue. You know what this sets shoving right up your ass, and then Carmelo Hayes cuts all of this out, and I break a bone to pick with you. And looks, last week you thought Nick Aldis was going to humble and put me against Braun Strowman, and everyone here and everybody at home knows that wasn't fair, and I wasn't ready. But news fist, Nick Aldis, you can't humble greatness, and I must lost, but I will never quit. So Braun Strowman, you big, ugly, dumb um Santa Claus bitch, let's run this thing back right now because now I'm ready. And Braun Strowman, you don't learn your lesson last week. Oh yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by. But this stuff was the December 20th episode of SmackDown. So yeah, I've been late. I've just been doing other stuff with my life, and so thanks for coming. And then 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 Braun Strowman says, "You didn't learn your lesson last week. Well, let me remember you one thing. Let me tell what the Braun effect is." And Braun Strowman attacks the set of the close of this statement, which I thought it was a joke, in my opinion, just a joke. Then we had Braun Strowman fences Carmelo Hayes, which which was it was good, but I don't like countouts. I don't like countouts. So Carmelo Hayes ducks a clothesline for Braun Strowman, and Carmelo Hayes kicks to the left and hamstrings of Braun Strowman, and Carmelo Hayes sticks and moves around the ring, and Hayes is played mind games with Strowman, and Hayes slams Strowman into the face, and Braun Strowman reverses out of the Irish whip from Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes ducks under two clotheslines from Braun Strowman, and Carmelo Hayes pose for the crowd, and Carmelo Hayes wastes his time talking to the announce table, and Braun Strowman runs after Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes kicks Braun Strowman in the chest, and Carmelo Hayes delivers the fade away, and Carmelo Hayes with a flurry of strikes, and Strowman shoves Carmelo Hayes out of the ring, and Hayes regroups out the outside, and Braun Strowman launches Carmelo Hayes back in the ring, and Braun Strowman whips Carmelo Hayes across the ring, and Carmelo Hayes drop kicks the left knee of Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman catches Carmelo Hayes in midair, and Braun Strowman goes for the choke slam, but Carmelo Hayes counters with the Hurricanrana, and Carmelo Hayes continues to gloat, and Carmelo Hayes sends Braun Strowman lower to the floor, and Carmelo Hayes kicks Braun Strowman in the face, and Carmelo Hayes mocks Braun Strowman, and Carmelo Hayes goes for the Strowman Express, but Braun Strowman counters with the big boot, and Braun Strowman catches Carmelo Hayes in midair, and Carmelo Hayes with another slap, and Braun Strowman throws Carmelo Hayes back in the ring, and Braun Strowman was unable to break the ref's 10 count, and after the match, Hayes runs away from Strowman. Then Carmelo Hayes won by countout, like I said, and defeated Braun Strowman, which was good, but I didn't like countouts, like I said. And then Candice LeRae tells Tiffany Stratton that she should stay in the back during the main event, and she should take notes on how to win in championship matches. And then Braun Strowman runs into the Lentil del Tasma and Pretty Deadly while he was chasing Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes attacks Braun Strowman with a steel chair, which was fun. And then we had Johnny Gargano fences Alex Shelley, which was good, guys. Which was good. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. So Shelley ducks a clothesline for Gargano, and Shelley is throwing haymakers on Gargano, and Shelley slams Gargano's head on the top turnbuckle pad, and Shelley repeatedly stomps on Gargano's chest, and Shelley is mounting Gargano into the corner, and Shelley trains into the corner mount, and Johnny Gargano dumps Alex Shelley face first on the top turnbuckle pad, and Gargano explodes two knife edge chomps, and Johnny Gargano sends Alex Shelley to the corner, and Alex Shelley with a back elbow smash, and Alex Shelley with a falling no strike, and Alex Shelley scores the forearm knockdown, and Alex Shelley sends a hammerlock, and Johnny Gargano ducks Alex Shelley with a back elbow smash, and Gargano with a rolling head kick, and Gargano tucks smash to Shelley, and Gargano with a southpaw haymaker, and Gargano continues to stomp on Alex Shelley's chest, and Alex Shelley launches Johnny Gargano over the top rope, and Alex Shelley with the top rope stunner, and Alex Shelley attacks the left arm of Gargano, and Alex Shelley super kicks Gargano, and Shelley with a running knee strike off the ring apron, and Shelley assumes control of the match during the break, and Shelley with a jawbreaker, and Gargano kicks Shelley in the face, and Gargano ducks a clothesline from Shelley, and Gargano with a twisting backbreaker for 2 count, and then Johnny Gargano tugs on Alex Shelley's hair, then Shelley fights out of the fireman carry position, and Johnny Gargano rucks Alex Shelley with a forearm smash, and Gargano goes for the slingshot spear, but Shelley counters with the super kick, and Shelley is light up, and Gargano chase Shelley ropes Gargano across the ring, and Shelley with the kitchen sink, and Alex Shelley kicks Johnny Gargano in the back, and Shelley with the rolling crucifix for 2, and Shelley goes for the Boulder City Crunch, but Johnny Gargano rolls him over for a 2 count, and Shelley drops Gargano with the Tercer New for 2 count, and Shelley sends a twist lock chomp forearm and change, and Shelley with an arm ringer, and Gargano with a step up Incendiary, and Gargano ducks a clothesline from Shelley, and Gargano super kicks Shelley, and Gargano launches darts and Shelley into the mid turnbuckle pad for a 2 count, and Shelley blocks the Gargano escapes, and Gargano blocks Shelley into the turnbuckle, and Gargano scores a cheap shot from behind roughs back and Shelly with a flat lantern into the mid turnbuckle, and Shelly gets distracted by Ciampa and Gargano with the sit up Incendiary, and Ciampa back away from Chris Sabin, and Shelly goes for the flying crossbody, but Gargano rolls him over with a head full of tights for the pickup victory, and that's how Johnny Gargano defeated Alex Shelley. Then we had the main event. Which was decent. Then Bianca Belair and Naomi faced Nia Jax and Candice LeRae for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And Bianca and Candice LeRae would start off in collar and elbow and tie up, and Bianca Belair backed Candice LeRae into the turnbuckle, and Candice LeRae tugged on Bianca Belair's hair, and Candice LeRae pie-faced Bianca Belair, and Bianca Belair launches Candice LeRae into the corner, and LeRae with a back elbow smash. I'll repeat it again. I'm getting a lot of calls. I told everybody I was going to work my ass off today on here on YouTube, but nobody understands. That's fine. They probably understand, but it is what it is. So yes, guys. Okay. So LeRae with the back elbow smash, and Bianca Belair rocks LeRae with a forearm smash, and Bianca got for military press slam, but LeRae lands back on her feet, and LeRae tags in Jax, and Bianca Belair I'll say it again. Belair tells Jax to bring it, and Belair sends a side headlock, and Jax whips Belair across the ring, and Jax catches Belair in midair, and Bianca ducks a clothesline from Nia Jax, and Bianca Belair with a single leg drop, and Bianca Belair with a drop toe hold, and Bianca Belair stomps on Nia Jax's chest, and Bianca Belair tags in a Naomi head springs moonsault splitting leg drop combo for a 2 count, and Nia Jax shoves Naomi, and Naomi slides under a clothesline from Nia Jax, and Naomi with a double cinch kick in the midsection of Nia Jax, and Nia Jax responds with a pop-up headbutt for a 2 count, and Nia Jax starts dolling Naomi, and Nia Jax puts her knee on the back of Naomi's neck, and Nia Jax tags in, and Candice LeRae back elbow smash party, and LeRae repeatedly stomps on Naomi's chest, and LeRae hooks the outside leg for 1 count, and LeRae sends a top twist lock, and Naomi with a deep arm drag, and Candice LeRae pulls Naomi down to the mat. And then LeRae tags in Jax with the running hip attack, and Jax sprints the Cobra Clutch, and Jax goes for the body slam, but Naomi lands back on her chest feet, and Naomi kicks LeRae off the ring apron, and Naomi kicks Jax in the chest, and Naomi drops Jax with the heat sneaker, and Belair and LeRae are tagged in, and Belair with 2 shoulder tackles, and Belair with a single leg drop kick, and Belair ducks a clothesline from LeRae, and Bianca Belair goes for the delay first suplex, but Candice LeRae lands a back on her feet, and Candice LeRae ducks a clothesline from Belair, and Jax tags herself in, and Belair with the turtle roll backbreaker, and Belair with the corner spear, and Belair dives over Nia Jax, and Candice LeRae with the cold breaker, and Nia Jax hits the Samoan drop for a 2 count, and Jax pulls back the arms of Belair, and Jax puts her knee on Belair's back, and Jax drives Belair shoulder first into the steel ring post, and Jax used Belair's braids to her advantage in the ref. It sprints Jax, and Candice LeRae attacks Belair behind the ref's back, and Jax goes back to the Cobra Clutch, and Belair kicks Jax in the chest, and Jax blocks the Furrow Suplex, and Bianca Belair is declined her fighting spirit, and Nia Jax catches Belair in midair, and Jax drives Belair back first into the turnbuckle, and Jax with a clubbing shoulder block, and LeRae tags herself in, and then missile drop kick, spinebuster combo, and then LeRae knocks Naomi off the apron, suicide splash for a 2 count, and LeRae is displaying her frustration, and LeRae with a clobbered elbow to Belair's back, and Candice LeRae tags in Nia Jax, and Nia Jax stops Belair in her tracks, and standing twist and change, and Belair tags in, and Naomi with a dive clothesline, and Naomi with a cruise screw elbow, and Naomi ducks a clothesline from Nia Jax, and Naomi with the springboard into Nia, and Nia Jax sends Naomi to the corner, and Naomi kicks Nia Jax in the face, and Naomi with a flying X Factor for a 2 count, and Nia Jax headbutts Naomi, and Naomi sends Nia Jax shoulder first into the ring post, and Nia Jax sends the split leg moonsault, and Naomi declines the insulator, and Naomi tags in Belair, and Naomi powerbombs Jax, and Jax is busted open, and Belair lands the 450 splash for a 2 count, and Tiffany Stratton marches down to the ring side area, and Jax tags in LeRae, and LeRae kicks Belair in the face, and LeRae with a tornado DDT for a 2 count, and the ref didn't see Belair tagged out to Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton gives Jax the Money in the Bank briefcase, and the ref sits Nia Jax, and then Belair blasts Nia Jax with the handspring kick, and Belair tags in, and Naomi and Belair in the slingshot peripheral, and LeRae rolls Naomi over for a 2 count, and Naomi with a running pump kick strike, and Naomi connects with the spling leg moonsault for the win, and that's how Naomi and Bianca Belair defeated Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. And I give this show a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10 because of the freaking Santa Claus thing with Braun Strowman. But yes, guys, I give this show a 5 out of 10. That's all I have to say. This is Christopher Jackson Never. I'll say it again. This is Christopher Jackson Never. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bells as always, guys. And peace out and take care, guys. Peace out and take care, guys. And this is Christopher Jackson Never. I'll say it again. This is Christopher Jackson Never. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bells as always. And peace out and take care, guys. Peace out and take care.